stuff offline. So that's probably why she was calling, because I know she wanted me to do more than what she let on. She was hoping I just took the bait, but of course I played stupid. I'm not helping you do nothing. I've already did what I'm gonna do. You sat up there and let the car just go to waste. Hey, it's up to you. It's up to you. So you think I'm gonna turn around and buy another one? She got to be out of her rabbit ass mind. Family or no family. You know, my nephew like 11 now, so hell, he almost old enough where I could buy him a car. A few years, hell, that's what I'm gonna do. Send him to driving school like I did my son. And the driving school will come to the house where he's at, pick him up, drive. The instructor would take them out driving for 2 hours, and after a certain period of time, when they feel he has a decent level of proficiency, they will let me know that he's ready to go to the DMV, and they'll take him to the DMV with the school car that he's been learning to practice on, and get his license. So that's what I'm gonna do. As soon as he's able, I'm gonna get him his license and get him a car. I'm just gonna make sure I sit him down and explain to him how this is gonna go. His car gonna be in my name because, you know, boys, you know how it go. They want to be get influenced by their friends and riding around with 12 dudes in a car only made to seat 5, and then the police having police problems, and you know how the police like to J down on young black men. You know what I mean? Because they be feeling inferior or whatever, or disrespected or whatever they be feeling. So I'm gonna make sure a year in advance before I do all this that I start sitting them down and explain to them how this gonna go. That car gonna be in my name, and I'm gonna pay your insurance, and at the slightest problem or any transgression of the rules that I'm gonna impose, I'm gonna come back and snatch that car from you. It's gonna be up to him whether he keep it or he loses it. And I got my other little nephew. He's let's see, one of them is 11, the other one is 10, and that little boy is super duper smart. I bought both of them computers. When their birthday come around, I take them out, buy them Jordans. You know, go see a movie or something, or take them to the their favorite pizza spot. I go all out for their birthday, buy balloons, big cars, sign, you know what I mean? Give them money, give them like $20 a piece, put in their pocket. So they love me, but like I say, these are the future. When that little boy gets straight, when you guys hit me straight A's, I'm like, boy, it's the only person in our whole family that I can remember that always gets straight A's every semester. So I want to definitely encourage that. And he goes to one of the top Christian academies in Chicago. Full scholarship. So we ain't got to pay nothing for him. So I go all out for him. And their birthdays is coming up in a couple months. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do. So whatever's going to be open. Because I don't know what I'm going to have to program something for us to do. Because they've been basically cooped up in the house for all these months. But I know last time I talked to both of them, they was like, yeah, when you coming to get us? I'm like, man, this COVID stuff got everything shut down, fellas. You know what I mean? So I can't really take y'all nowhere. I would love to come take y'all places, because when we go, we be having a ball. You know what I mean? Grown men talking to future grown men. So it's, you know, I be asking them questions and what they think about politics, and they just be looking at me with a blank stare. But I'm like, hey, these are the conversations we're gonna have in the future. I I just want to start prompting y'all and getting y'all to pay attention when the news happen to come on and your mamas or whatever, aunties or somebody watching it. Sit down and watch it with them so y'all can have something to talk about when y'all get up with y'all uncle. They be like, okay, uncle. But yeah, guys, you know, you gotta jump over the generations that are too far gone and at least reach for the babies. Because if not, the machine is gonna get them, you know. But my youngest nephew, well, you talking about a hard head. This boy harder than steel. I mean, I didn't whooped him, I didn't jumped on him, I didn't get corporal punishment. I used to make him stand on one leg holding books on his head when I had my store. I used to go up to the school, check him out a half a day, and just whoop the daylights out of this boy because I saw he was just so rebellious, so young. I'm like, yeah, I gotta try to stomp this out while he young because my sister can't do nothing with this little boy. You know, and it wasn't like he was a big guy. He was basically a little guy. But I knew I went to high school with his dad. But I think I was 2 years ahead of his dad. And him and my sister got together when I was in the penitentiary. Right? So before I got out, you know, he was one of them hood dudes getting money. You know, he was out there in the street pharmacy profession. You guys know what I mean? And he wore a neck full of gold like Mr. T. Because back then, you know, Mr. T was like our idol. So everybody wanted to have a 50 chains on. So he was able to muster up enough money to get those 50 chains. And he was a little dude. And he used to talk cash money shit. I mean, he used to talk like he was 7 feet tall. The man was only like 5'3". You know what I mean? And he was slender, right? So eventually he must have talked the wrong shit to somebody. So they aired his ass out. They murked him and left his ass in a big garbage can behind some fast food joint with all his chains still on. They didn't even take his chains. When the police found him in the trash, he still had on 50 chains. So they let you know that they wasn't robbing him. They just killed him to shut his mouth. Because he used to talk. That's all I remember about him. That he used to talk cash money shit. I can't remember what he was talking about. But he thought really highly of himself. You know? And that's his dad. And that boy is just like that dude. Right? And every time I used to sit on the porch talking to him when he was coming up, I'm like, man, you are just like your daddy. I knew your daddy. You were just like him. And he was like, yeah, tell me about him. Like, well, I really didn't hang out with him because I was a couple years older than him. But I do remember him coming into the school just talking cash money stuff, right? And, of course, my nephew wouldn't listen, hard head. And tried to get him to get his CDL. He wouldn't do it. He's like, man, that sounds hard. It sounds, what do you say? It sounds hard, and it sounds like it's going to take too long. I'd rather get this quick money. I'm like, all right, the quick money is going to run out. And sure enough, it ran out. And now he's in the penitentiary. He's in the penitentiary. Just got hit with 18 years. Yep. 25 doing 18 years. He gonna do more time than me. I had to do 12, and back then it was day for day. So every day you did, you got a day good time. So instead of doing 12, all I had to do was 6. But since then, they changed the law here in Illinois, because you know it's the most corrupt state in the union. They changed the law, so now you got to do 3/4 of that time. So I think on 3/4, don't quote me on this math. You guys can look it up if you really want to know. I think he has to do about 12 or 11, something like that, years straight. So when he come back, he's gonna be like 36. where he's at, I drive right past there all the time. So I'm thinking that I could probably get on the visiting list, and one day there's a truck stop about 5 or 7 miles from the penitentiary that he's in. I could probably park my truck one day and catch a taxi and go visit him. It's been on my mind, you know what I mean? But I don't know, because when he was out here, I used to try to talk to him and he wouldn't listen. So why should I take time out of my schedule to go up there, basically say I told you so? Because just me showing up, just my mere presence gonna basically be saying I told you so, even if I don't utter it with my mouth. But he got 10 years, 11 years to get there, so I got plenty of time. I drive past there at least 2 times a month. So I got plenty of time to go by there whenever I decide I'm gonna do it. But I did say I was gonna do it, so whenever I make up my mind when I'm gonna do it, I can always do it. You know what I mean? What is this person doing? Why would he stop right here? All the places you could have stopped. He ain't got his reflectors out. He probably just stop it on the brake. Most guys be taking their brake right there on the side of the road like a fucking idiot. That is the most dangerous shit in the world to be doing. Come on, man. Now you can't ride on my ass. See, this is what I'm talking about. He's look at this guy. Ooh, you see that? You gotta be sleepy. Wake your ass up over there, motherfucker. Whatever you doing. No, I think he on his computer or something. I see his fingers touching buttons. He can get on past that motherfucker. Look at one another goofball. What is wrong with these dudes? Take their goddamn brakes anyway. I bet he on the brake because I don't see their triangles out. That's the dumb shit you got to worry about, guys. Ain't no way I would do that. If I was going to do it, at least I'd pull off on the off ramp with the trucks or whatever cars got to slow down. I wouldn't pull over right there. It's dark out, man. These dudes are weirdos, man. Straight weirdos. This is the type of things you all don't do, guys. Don't do stuff like that. Go the long way when it comes to safety. You'll always come out ahead if you go the long way. But stuff like that is stupid. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, that brings me up with a story. And let me digress for a minute. Let me go off on a tangent. There was a guy that I heard about. I forgot who told me the story. He was, one of them real hard runners, right? Like to run real hard. And so he would run till his clock ran out, and then he would just put on the side of the road like you're seeing them two goofballs doing, and he would take a 10-hour break on the side of the road like that. He'd put his triangles out like something was wrong, and he would take a 10-hour break on the side of the highway, right? So of course, one day, he did that, and I guess God punched that ticket that day. And some guy in a truck was getting sleepy at night and fell asleep for a few minutes, probably just dozed off for a few hot seconds, because I do it sometimes too. But I try to, get out and walk around. Now, why you hitting your brakes? Now you got way in front of me. Now you want to slow down? Why is he slowing down? See, when you see another truck slowing down, you slow down, because you never know why he's slowing down. Right? Could be police up here. Speed trap, you feel? But anyway, because I ain't got my brakes on, so why is he slowing down so much? Whatever. So yeah, the guy, dozed off, started hitting that the rumble strip, and hit the back of my man on the side of the road, taking his 10-hour break. Killed both of them. both of the trucks burst up into flames. By the time the police and the fire department got there, it was just ashes, basically. Killed both of them. So lesson is, go the long way around when it comes to safety. You'll always come out ahead. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, one day I'll go over there and probably see him. I'm gonna make sure he's still over there. But I'm sure my niece or whatever, they know where he at. I'm sure he writes them. And if he's still there, one day I'll stop the truck and make sure he have them write him or whatever and put me on a visiting list. And that way I can go out there and visit him. Just to basically say, I told you so. You thought you were smarter than the system, huh? Yeah, okay. The system is designed to grind you up if you don't be on the straight and narrow. Look at that guy there. Look where he at. He way over there. Oh, this might not have been the right night to be driving, boy, because already I ain't even been driving an hour. Look at all the wild stuff I didn't see. I ain't been driving 40 minutes yet. These dudes is way out, man. Man, I just got to get out of Pennsylvania and Ohio. It'll get better when I start getting off into Indiana and Illinois. But basically Indiana, because Ohio got its hills too. But they're not as big as the ones in Pennsylvania. But yeah, guys, just wanted to turn it on and chop it up with you fellas and let you know what's going on with FM. You know, this keeps me alert. I'm able to talk to you guys and chop it up with you and let you have a little window into my life. Because like I told you guys are the only ones that I can really talk to. I can't talk to people in real life because they weirdos. You know what I mean? They on that SJW BS. They on that Biden and lock him up Harris, Sleepy Joe. I can't even talk to them. You know what I mean? The television has their mind just blown. You know, I didn't know the dinosaur meter had this type of power, but I thought they was over with. But apparently I was off in my calculations because they got these people going for a loop. They don't know if they're coming or going, right? They should have been in the streets riding for a whole different reason. You know what I'm saying? You know, God bless the dead, George Floyd, but they should be in the street right now riding for a whole different reason. The fact that they still compliant is beyond me. All these cities, everywhere should be on fire. Rural areas, the cities, the suburbs, everything should be on fire right now. Not, you know, everybody should be, you know, ready to tear up some stuff, tear up the club, shoot the club up. You know what I mean? But the fact that they ain't meaning, what is this person doing? Oh, okay. Incline. We go around them because I'm empty, so I can fly up these hills right now. They put on my my cruise control. Watch how I fly past these cats. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay in your fucking lane. I don't know, guys. I gotta hurry up and get from these clowns. I'm wide awake talking to you all, and you know what I mean? But you can't talk and sleep at the same time. It's like you can't chew food and sleep at the same time. You know? It's just the way the body is wired. That's why I like to turn this sucker on while I'm driving and talk to you guys. You know what I mean? Because it keeps me alert. You see, I'm fully alert. These guys is coming across that dotted line like it ain't nothing. What the heck is your problem? I don't know if they playing on their phone or are they sleepy or what. You know what I mean? But I took a real good power nap. I was asleep for about 4 hours. So that's all I really need. 4 or 5 hours, I'm good. You know what I mean? And if I get sleepy after I let you all go, I'll pull over and get me a 20-minute or 30-minute power nap. And then do some push-ups, you know what I mean? Some jumping jacks. Walk around the truck 4 or 5 times, throw some water on my face, and knock out 4 or 5 or 3, 4 hours. And if I get sleepy again, I'll do the same routine all over again. That's what you're supposed to do. These goofball dudes steady try to make it, knowing they sleep, end up never making it. So you guys that want to come into the business, do the smart thing. You know, I'm giving you the keys. And the other thing I want to add while I'm on that subject, I'm available for coaching too, guys. Just to open me up so I can talk to more of you guys. Of course, I'm going to charge. I'm not going to do it for free. But, you know, it ain't going to be that bad on you guys. I'm going to make it easy. But it'll help the channel grow. You know what I mean? I just bought a drone, so I'm going to start giving you all some drone footage. I bought the new camcorder, but I still haven't broken it out and started using it yet. But I'm going to start using it. And then I'm buying a new, I might buy this weekend, a new little small vlog camera that I can have a clip and fasten it to my shirt so it'll just see me, it'll just show me walking and me dealing with people. And it's small and real discreet like. So that's like $300. The drone was $500. And then the camcorder I got is a Sony. It was $1,000. Plus I bought batteries, extra batteries in the carrying case, and tripod, extra memory cards. So you look at it, I'm gonna spend like $2,000 on all this stuff. But it's gonna work out because when I do the trips overseas, I'm gonna make sure that I film everything so I can give you guys that international traveler footage and start getting into this drone footage. And I've been thinking about the fact that I got a little time. I might register for one of those online filmmaking classes. I got to see what they're gonna charge. Because I don't want the full class. I just need enough to be able to give you guys the very best content. I'm sure I could probably just make do by watching YouTube videos or whatever, but I want to do a little bit more structured class because I really excel in those type of classes. So I'm gonna check into it because eventually I want to do like a documentary. I want to start doing documentaries down the line, and so it'd be beneficial to take a class like that. And that's something I could do. It's like a hobby that pays. Because remember I told you guys, this is a time for us to reinvent ourselves. So stuff that we wouldn't normally do, because I know I took a photography class back in, I don't know, when did I take that class? I want to say 94. I don't really remember much of it. So this has always been, a desire of mine. I took that class, I passed, I got an A in it, but that was so long ago I haven't used it. Now I'm finna start using it, so I might take another photography class online and take the filmmaker, cinematographer class online. And so I can start taking my little hobby seriously and give you guys some really great footage and then start doing some documentaries that I got in mind. So yeah, guys, I'm in the process of reinventing myself, so I'm not just talking, preaching about some stuff. I'm actually doing it too. Looking for every way possible to reinvent myself. I'm encouraging you guys to do the same. And I hope you all are trying to meet me or meet the challenge that I put forth to you guys on starting your own YouTube channels. It's almost 400 of us now. That's part of the ferocious Mgtow gang family. version of ourselves that we can become. Now that we no longer subscribe to being a slave to an illusion. I'd rather be a slave to reality. Okay? And we should all want to embrace that wholeheartedly. But okay, guys, we're at an hour. I think I'll go ahead and let you go now. I'm sure y'all sick of my rambling, but I'm sure there's a bunch of jewels in there that you all can take from it. And I'm sure later on, once I get the day going, once I get back, I'm gonna try to make it back there today. It's why I'm driving like a bat out of hell going around these guys. Now I'm in the open, I'm in the clear. This is what I was looking to do, get in the clear. Because I'm empty. Them guys can't keep up with me now that I'm empty. Because I'm super light. I'm probably at around 33,000 pounds. And I think that's about what? 10 tons, something like that. 14 tons. I forgot the math. But it's really light. So most of them guys are at 80,000 pounds. I'm at 33,000 pounds. So of course I'm gonna fly past them like they basically parking in the parking lot. But yeah, let me go and let you guys go, guys. We had an hour. Love you guys. Appreciate y'all listening to me ramble. Appreciate y'all help keeping me awake and alert. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody being safe. And of course, as always, I wish you guys more money, more money, more money. I'll bring you all something later once I see what I'm going to have time to do once I get back to the city, and we'll go from there. So hope you all are looking to meet that challenge. And also, I put the new intro and outro on the videos now. So what do you guys think? You all ain't said nothing you like. I think they're on point. Basically, just telling the story of basically what I normally be talking about. That's basically what I did. And I went through Fiverr, just like I told you all, Fiverr, and got up with a filmmaker and got him to edit, got him to put those together. Because right now, a lot of those guys are hurting for money. And got him to put those together for fairly on the cheap. So I've said I'm going to work with him, and I might put forth and see how his skills are and write a script, because I wrote the script to both of the intro and outro. I just had him pick out the pictures and put it together, but I wrote the script to the intro and the outro, so it really wasn't that hard for me to do. So I'm thinking that I could go ahead and write a script to one of the documentaries that I want to do, and I'm gonna give it to him, and then see what he do with it, see what he can do with it. Maybe I can put out a low budget documentary as a precursor to me doing it more on a professional, personal level later. So we'll see. But check Fiverr out, guys. If you want to get your channel started, you go on there, type in, create a YouTube channel in the search bar. All the people are gonna pop up. You're gonna have probably about 2,000-3,000 people gonna pop up. I will go to the I think it's called the top sellers, and the second top seller or the second seller, something like that it says, and put in English speaking, put in which country, and put in the price range, put in the time frame, and hit the search, and then all these people will pop up. Look at their advertisements and which one you think that is gonna give you the best channel for the buck. Contact them. They'll gladly get right back with you. Tell them your idea. You did create your channel, and you can probably have it up and running in less than 48 hours. And it probably is not going to cost you no more than $100, if that. So really, you guys have no excuse. If I can do it at almost 55 years old, you all can do it. There's no excuse. So accept my challenge. Everybody should have a channel up and operating before the end of the month. Today is the what? 22nd. So if everybody be able to have something up and running by Monday, Tuesday. And just use your cell phone, right? You ain't gotta expose your identity unless you want to, right? It ain't that hard to do. Get on there and share your experiences, share the trending topics. Look at what some of the guys around the manosphere and the red pill community, the subjects that they're touching on. Look at 2-3 guys and then come up with your own version and put your own spin on it and how you see things. And maybe, okay, your perspective can help another brother, right? And help us to avoid some of the misery that these females that they will put you through. But okay, guys, let me go. Love you guys. Peace and hair grease.